Hello, welcome back. Throne has been claimed. This is the Throne of Misfortune, and it hasn't been claimed by Katiz, it's been claimed by Taramatia. Bit interesting. Maybe someone is actually at war with Katiz. We had some distilled gold. I forgot to mention that last time, but yeah. We had fire gems, so I just turned them into gold since we needed gold. That's all of our fire gems gone. Dwarven Winter, Reanimation, Diaportant. Katiz has cast Vengeful Waters, which is not pleasant. So, yeah, it's worth bearing in mind. Also, Eyes of God has gone down, so there's an empty slot now in the list. And we don't have any Earth Gems anymore. Lots of battles then. Most of these are pretty straightforward, we just hit province events. Two important ones are Rimire and Makoni. Rimire was a swamp I defended, and the thug actually moved into it. This was good. We've got our mages. Big ones are the Jarls who do the Frozen Heart, which blows up these giants pretty quickly. Including the thug who just vanishes in 2 casts of Frozen Heart. Good stuff. And these guys continue to get Frozen Hearted. Just blown to bits. That works out extremely well. So good to know. So that was Rimire. Didn't lose anything. Killed all those guys. There's 3 hoplites lurking somewhere. And then there was also a battle in Makoni. So we placed Makoni's fort under siege. There was a lot of province events here. And a couple of these guys as well. These guys are assassins, interestingly. I do wonder if it was an accident that they're defending. Maybe they were supposed to be hiding here to assassinate? I don't know. They don't have any items there or anything, so maybe not. I thought you'd need items and stuff to actually assassinate people with those. But since it's a lot of PD and a lot of commanders, we do actually use all of our gems in this battle. So we get Howl, we get Grip of Winter, we get Relief. It's nice to see all this stuff works at least. Anti-magic goes off. And then Light of the Northern Star goes up as well. I was keeping an eye on this guy's fatigue as well. He stays on really low fatigue throughout his script. And then on turn 5 he goes off script and does Raise Dead before he attacks. There's Light of the Northern Star going up. Which means all our Astral guys start doing Arcane Bolts as well. The script all works great at least. And I've got plenty of gems to repair the script, so it's fine that they cast those spells in this one. Lots of imps, lots of wolves. There's my thug. Whipping people into shape. Good stuff. So there's Makoni. One of our Draugs grew something, I don't know. But other than that, it's fine. There's all the province events. I guess it's just 25 points, right? This just looks like a lot of units. And then 2 of these guys. Yeah, other battles were just, we hit lots of empty provinces. Oh god. It's a lot of arrows you can't really see, but we hit these 3 provinces and they're all empty. Nice sites. He's been site searching these a lot. So we got Animist's Hut and Forest of 1,000 Streams in this little forest, so that's great. Well of White Water and an Ancient Temple in Bagaloth. The throne here is the Inner Throne, so it's Blood Slaves and Earth Gems, and Dominion gets Order. This would be a really nice one to take. And there's also a Graveyard of the Damned and Gem Deposits here, so wonderful province. And we also took back Lammer, of course, as well. At the Glen of Verdant Greenery. Those were the battles. All good stuff. The fact that we killed that thug finally frees up our defenders to start retaking territory a bit more aggressively as well now. So, good stuff. And in Makoni we hit it with Dwarven Winter, so there we go. For Sora Disaster, Worldwide Event, Throne of Misfortune. Makoni's open already. We have a lot of siege strength apparently. Oh, only 799. I wonder if this fort is quite empty. It's pretty interesting. And yeah, everything else is fine. We're losing wall strength in Femoria now very slowly. But that's about it. So this turn, here is the globals now. So Katiz has Well of Misery and Vengeful Water. We stole Vengeful Water from Agartha. We'll try and cast the boat next turn. Well, not next turn, when we get Enchantment 7. And then after that we'll cast Gift of Health. See if we knock some of this stuff out. I'm just saving up water gems and nature gems at the moment. We've got 14 nature and 13 water per turn, which is pretty good. Research is still quite slow though. Maybe we'll get lucky and we'll knock Vengeful Water out of the list, who knows. We've got no commanders here, which is good because this is going to start getting attacked by water lilies, isn't it? How's the rest of my Dominion? This is all very healthy on candles. This is the weakest, but there's a temple here. Yeah, we look okay. Oh, this fort's pretty bad as well. Whose Dominion is that though? That is Kitiz's Dominion as well. We're gonna have to start building temples, I think. Taking some of this territory would be nice as well. Finish off putting the temples in the water. And we'll see how it goes. We'll keep an eye on it anyway. Okay, so this turn. Yeah, lots of red arrows. This is where we kill the thugs, so this frees up these guys. They can move down. We'll start moving into this region now. Free for Moria. So these guys will push on. Most of these guys are still just going to sit here for a turn, because I'll merge these armies before we push in. But the Jarls are going to move from Shade Forest into Cradle with some of the stuff from Lama. So it's a lot of Rimvetti, plus the Jarls and a couple of casters. I just realised I've done all the movements this turn, but I haven't done any of the scripting yet. So these guys are going to have messy scripts. I'll have to fix that. But the movements are set, I think. Lots of red arrows over here. I can split this army up quite a lot. I'm going to send all of the Astral Mages to Wesh to meet up with the army of Makoni. Since we know we can start spamming Arcane Bolts with the army, that'll be quite good. And there's one big arrow as well, which is this one. Somehow this mage can go, I guess, through Renthale Wesh and into Azimol, which is pretty funny. Hopefully we keep these provinces. There should be a Howlcaster for this Storm, which is pretty good. And another nice thing is that there's a lab in this Throne province. So I've given out the items that we were saving up as well. So there's 3 lifelong protections in this little squad now, plus some Shrines of the Battle Saint as well. So we can slowly bring even more stuff over to Azimar. I'm bringing some skeletons as well to go underwater. We can start taking back water provinces too. So this is great. We can really put pieces where we need them to be over here. Ghouls are going to try and liberate New Spring. It's just under siege by a scout at the moment. Yeah, we're locking down this territory pretty well. Everything else over here is just moving back onto Azimar. We'll knock it open and then we'll storm it next turn. And that should go fine. We're in an even better position now because we might have a Howlcaster if it makes it here. And we'll have a bunch of imps too. But yeah, I haven't scripted it yet, I just remembered. So these guys are kind of messy. But they'll be arranged the way they were arranged originally. But yeah, feel a lot better now. We should be able to reclaim all this territory quite easily. We're locking down some stuff here. We'll take this fort and move down and take Barra. And I'm preaching on Makoni with leaders who do not have any units under them. My prophet and the big guy. Hopefully, I'm a bit worried that we might get assassinated by some guys, but hopefully it hits some of the tough people and not my prophet who has 7 hit points currently. That would be unfortunate. Yeah. And while this is going on, the scout that's here is going to storm castle, so we'll see what's inside Makoni before we push in. I am casting Wolven Winter on Makoni again. Makoni's player sent me a message asking for peace. I said, your head would look good on a pike. Let's just finish off Makoni if we can. It looks like he might be weaker than us now. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. I think that's more or less it for this turn. Moving back onto Azimar, pinging Makoni, moving some more mages into more useful positions, rolling out the undead to take back stuff, and we're going to slowly move in and liberate Femoria. I think the units in Scantras currently will probably either move into Femoria as a help siege it, or move back and take this desert. But either of those are fine. We're still moving in position to take care of things here. I think that's all okay. I think I'm forging another lifelong protection. Doing more reanimation. Also doing a lot of reanimation in Ironport, since I'm going to use the skeletons to patrol, led by one of these commanders. Because Ironport seems like a decent place to keep blood hunting. It's got a 35 province defense, which is going to help a little bit with patrolling and stuff. Yeah. That's the turn. Nothing too interesting, but we'll have some interesting fights over the next few turns. Depending on what Makoni looks like. We'll either storm immediately or we'll just wait a turn or two while we move some of this stuff over. But it should all be fine, I think. So that was turn 55. I'll go back in and actually do all the scripts that I've got to do. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next turn. Hello, welcome back. A throne was claimed. Looks like Agartha is claiming lots of thrones. I noticed that he seems to be taking Saramatia's territory at the moment. Maybe everyone's getting big without me now. Maybe I'm being left behind. We'll look at that in a moment though. Did some reanimation, cast Voice of Tiamat and didn't find anything. Captured a lot of blood slaves. 41 in Barmy, that's great. The unrest is still 0 too. Unrest in Ironport is over 100, so very different environments. 2 assassination attempts then in Makoni's cap. Bit unfortunate. First one we got is this one. A Cryptes, who has a Ring of Frost, Storm Spool, Winged Shoes, an Eye Catcher, causes eye loss, which is a bit annoying, and a main Gauch of parrying. He's pretty scary, I suppose. If he gets up on a little old lady like this, he tends to just kill her. Bit unfortunate. So that was in Makoni. And then another assassination attempt in Makoni as well. Slightly less impressive assassin. This is a stalker with an Amulet of the Dead and a handful of acorns. And he picked on a Niflial, who has a Water Lens. So out comes an Ice Elemental, and then a bunch of Cold Blast. That one was less effective. And we found the Amulet of the Dead, cool, I didn't notice that. A couple of battles then, nothing too interesting. I'm just going to click the Makoni report first of all. Makoni's cap does not contain much. It does contain his Demi-Lich though. I'll just show that off first, and then I'll look at the map I think. Yeah. So, lots of these units that we've seen. We will be able to spam Arcane Bolts in this battle though, which might be quite good against them. Remains to be seen I suppose. A couple of Hoplites and Ghosts up in front. A couple of naked dudes with discuses. And then some mages arranged. Nicely spread out. Lots of Elder Cyclopes. Got an E4. They all have lots of gems on them. A cool game you can play right now is Can You Find the Demi-Lich? That's right, it's right in the middle of the screen. I've probably set that up kind of easy. There we go, there's the Demi-Lich. Probably just going to cast Howl, right? Only got 5 hit points, but he's resistant to all the damage types. He's got 30 invulnerability. Y'all will get up and just kill him in one hit, I think. As long as we can actually get near him. I imagine he's going to spam a lot of life drain as well with D4. That's always a bit annoying. I had some troubles with a life drain spamming Ghost King in my Flagra game. So there we go, that was the Fortress of Makoni. Nothing else was too interesting, right? We were just taking back provinces and everything went fine. Ghouls hit New Spring, took that back, and then got attacked by barbarians unfortunately. Cradle of Life, there was 1 point in province defense, nothing there. Forest of Gone, 1 point in province defense, nothing there. So all this went fine. We just got attacked in Flower Meadow by a stealth army of 1 druid and some Vinemen. They're not terribly threatening, but we'll have to knock those off. I think that was all those battles though. Yeah. Province defense. There's the Vinemen. Taking back the fort. Oh, this was the one that was interesting. So the other fort, Makoni tried to break siege, but we'd moved our stuff back. So we killed off another mage. That's quite nice. Yeah, everything else, pretty simple. Events then, New Spring, yeah, we got attacked by barbarians. That's the fort we just took back, so the ghouls had 2 fights. And then Azimar, we got plus 10 income. We don't actually own Azimar yet, but that's nice. And there's the barbs. Yeah, so that's everything. Okay, gonna storm Azimar this turn. Our Howlcaster did make it here, so this looks pretty nice. We got Jarls, we got Yetis, a couple of Wolves. We have a Howlcaster and 3 lifelong protections, so 6 imps per turn. I brought the goblet with me, by the way, just in case we want to send these guys underwater in a moment, but yeah, it's just set up like this. I'm gonna have the gauges up here just with all the skeletons guarding them, and they're just gonna spam Horde of Skeletons. These guys are gonna stand still for a couple of turns while they get blessed. I want to have all the skeletons and these guys out in front, and then once they fall, the giants will start cleaning things up. It's going to be a grip of winter in this fight, so everything on their team is going to get fatigued pretty quickly, I think. And there'll also be imps and wolves in the fight. I feel good about this. I think we'll do okay. That being said, I'll probably still leave something in the garrison just in case something goes horribly wrong, shouldn't I? Good practice. So we'll see how that goes. And the skellies I moved over are going to take back the lakes now as well. So we got 40 skeletons plus a bunch of water elementals. That should go fine. There's probably only a few points of PD underwater. This area's all been locked down. Gonna move these little armies in now towards Femoria, try and liberate this. The fort is currently on 271 of 500, so it's more than half strength. So the Rimvetti guys with 2 Jarls, gonna move into Scantrast. The stuff that's been standing in Shade Forest for ages is gonna move into Nightmarsh. Maybe I shouldn't do that, to be honest, because it's not really that threatening. He could move everything off, I suppose. Why would he do that, though? Why would he do that? This isn't, like, amazing on its own. We don't actually gain anything from taking it back yet, do we? We could wait till these guys arrive. It'll fill out the army a bit. And then move everything into Nightmarsh next turn, and then onto Femoria. I might be overly cautious, but you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to sit everything here for a couple of turns. This hasn't been site searched properly, because there's a D3 here. How did I miss that? Okay, these guys are going to search for each. We'll sit there, move into this, and then next turn, all of this stuff move into Nightmarsh plus all of this stuff, and then all of that will move into Femoria. And by then we'll have taken the lakes as well, hopefully. This is all getting cleaned up. This is getting stormed. And that just leaves Makoni. I am not storming Makoni even though it looks puny, because I am super nervous about that assassin. Because assassination attempts take place before fort storms. And my huge worry is my prophet gets assassinated and I don't have a bless in the battle. And I think that might change things. So I'm just going to be a bit cautious. I mean, I guess I'm being cautious everywhere. Maybe I shouldn't be. But I'm not going to storm yet. I'm going to just keep preaching. And I'm going to sit here while some more stuff comes over. And the stuff that's storming Azimar this turn can all move to Makoni next turn. So we could like really bulk up this army and then storm in 2 turns. And in the meantime, I can hope that the assassin tries to assassinate something that it can't kill. And with that in mind, I give everyone bodyguards. My prophet has 5 giants bodyguarding him, so hopefully he survives. Everyone else has like there's some Draugr on guard commander, some guys have wolves, some guys have giants. But everyone important has bodyguards. So what I'm hoping is that assassin tries to assassinate somebody very strong and dies, and then I don't have to worry. But I'm scared to storm while my prophet isn't guaranteed to be in the fight. So I'm just going to hold off for a second. But in 2 turns time we'll definitely storm, because we can move all the priests over. And that'll hopefully be sufficient. But fingers crossed we catch the assassin and kill it though, that would be nice. I have to assume that he only has that assassin, right? Unless he's just forging gear and he has loads of them set here. That's also possible, I suppose. But hopefully it's just that one assassin left and we kill it. Fingers crossed. Any other movements? I don't think so. The ghouls are going to take back this from the Vine Men, and the extra commander's just moving back to Renthal. We're still just filling this up with skellies. The ghouls will come back and live in Renthal a couple of turns from now. And I'm not doing any recruitment. I'm recruiting priests and saving gold to build temples. Because we are getting our dominion pushed in. We're gonna get pushed in everywhere, actually. Because we used to have more dominion in this sea, and it's down to 1 candle. So I really want to start building temples everywhere. I think that's it for this turn. You guys are defending now, yeah, that's fine. I guess you can patrol. Why not? Alright, anytime. So that was turn 56. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hello, welcome back. Did some spells, caught some blood slaves, quite a lot of blood slaves actually. That's really nice. Searched the sites and didn't find any. Dire Portent, this is quite a bad one. Contiz has cast Foul Air. Basically, everyone's gonna start getting diseased in fights now. I'll look at it in a moment. And then we had an assassination attempt. Makoni's little assassin. Goes up against... Ugly Dog Found, answers to nobody. So she had some actual dogs on bodyguard duty though. And they take care of him, no problems. So that's the end of the assassinations, hopefully. That was good. Lots of battles then, so nothing terribly interesting. Bagaloth is just a little raiding force. Makoni trying to take back some of the territory around his, well, my throne. And Flower Meadow was just me breaking siege with the ghouls. Those are fine. We then got attacked in Lama with the Woodhenge Druids. They bounced off a couple of Province Defense, some Godi Huskarls. And Azumar, this is a weird one. So we're storming the fortress in Azumar this turn. But he broke siege with a Star Child. That just gets instantly killed by imps. Star Children are assassins. Maybe he tried to assassinate and clicked the wrong thing. I'm not sure. 2 battles in Scantress then. We took back Scantress, which is the swamp, nothing there. And took back Blue Water as well. I guess I'll watch this. We haven't seen a water battle in a while. Just got my Scratty guy. He's got that Vine Man item, Acorns. He's got some Vine Men. Does water power. Just Province Defense. Puts up some water alleys. We've got the skeletons now as well, backing them up. So no problems there. Yeah. We're taking back our lake as well. And the big one then is the battle at the fortress in Azumar. Same stuff here. Lots of mages. A couple of Gigantes. I'll stick squares on. We've got Howl and Grip of Winter. Look at these dudes on the walls. That's intimidating. Damn. So getting in the gate is a bit of a problem. There's too many little skeletons in front. And then the imps keep filling in the gaps. What is very funny though is that he's also blocked his own fire elementals, and his Gigantes don't have fire resistance. So a lot of these guys are getting frozen and cooked. This one's already over 100 fatigue. And we're just slowly chipping them away with imps and small skeletons at the moment. Lots of imps building up on the battlements. A couple of wolves getting in now. Are you asleep? The fire elemental is also asleep. Yeah, these guys are all fatigued out now. 103, 185. Those guys got fatigued out pretty quickly. How are my guys doing? 0 fatigue, cannot even get into combat. Mages, how are you doing? Getting eaten by wolves apparently. Yeah, everyone's asleep. 200 fatigue. And I'm pretty sure it's just wolves and imps doing killing at the moment. This is definitely just wolves and imps killing sleeping giants. Pretty good. Pretty nice battle. Literally didn't need any units at all. Cool. Carried entirely by summons and a couple of frozen hearts there at the end. So that was even easier than I thought it was going to be. That was kind of pathetic. Yeah, but that's cool. We took it. It's nice that we had no problems. We did lose one Jotun Wolf, so maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that was actually a devastating loss. But that's great. So here's how the map looks now, before I get to events and things. You can see where we were having little battles. These were the two attacks. Took back this and this. Took the fort in Azimar. All good stuff. Events then, Makoni got hit by Woven Winter. Misfortune in Kingstown Desert. Barmy we lost 5 blood slaves. Makoni then got plus 30 resources. Which I guess is cool, I don't know. Barmy, some people left. Everything? Yep. We've foreseen that there'll be a solar eclipse soon. Discovered a scout in our blood hunting province. And that's about it. But yeah, Foul Air's up now. This is bad. Worldwide unrest. And you're also more likely to get diseased in battle. Anyone who's wounded will instantly become diseased. It's not a good one. I don't like that. You can see over here, a couple of our guys got diseased. I don't think she was diseased before the battle. It's weird because none of our units really got hit, so you have to wonder, like, how many of you guys are diseased? 4. What about these ones? 3. Yeah, not great. These guys literally did not even take damage or even do an attack in that battle, and they still all got diseased. I suppose they might have already been diseased, maybe I'm looking at the wrong thing, but yeah. It's kind of a rough one. It would be really, really, really nice to get Gift of Health up now. I don't think we're going to get to play with the boat. I think once again we're going to just have to skip the boat and just try and alchemize all our gems into nature gems to make sure we can get Gift of Health up. That'll really help us, I think. Here's the little raiders as well. That's it for messages and things. Only really 2 movements this turn. I'm unifying these armies over here to take back Femoria, and I'm moving all the stuff in Azimar to Makoni. We've got so many lifelong protections now. There's 5 in this army, and then there's 2 more here. So 14 imps around. It's pretty funny. I am enjoying making all these lifelong protections. I'm forging another one this turn as well. Yeah. And we still have 33 slaves left. The day will come when we can forge 2 in 1 turn. That'll be so good. But anyway, just going to build up 4 Makoni for 1 turn, and then we'll storm next turn, which will be middle of winter. This is going to stay cold 3. I'm pretty sure he's going to get crushed, but why take the chance? I don't think he has much force left. I think he exhausted half his army raiding me, which we have taken care of. I think he's got this stuff and whatever's in his cap, and that's going to be it. So let's just bring everything here, make sure we smash it, and then we'll just disperse and take all of this territory over the next couple of turns. If all goes well. Remains to be seen, I suppose. So other little miscellaneous movements. Going to take the last ocean province. I'm going to attack Feral Woods with the skeleton guys and a Gija as well. We'll just try and raid this stuff now. Also make sure that we have somewhere to retreat to. If this army just pushes up and cuts off my retreat. And that's pretty much everything, honestly. This little red arrow is my healer guys. I'm going to move my healers over to this part of the world, because I imagine we're going to have quite a few people with diseases over here. And mages who are diseased, I guess will just sit in a fort somewhere with these guys, curing their afflictions. It's probably the best thing I can do right now. Once we've done this and we free up this, we do need to think about taking this throne back as well. We can see Saramata here, but we can see Agartha here, which is where Sarah's cap is. So, I'm not sure what's happening. I'm not sure who exactly is at war with who, but it does kind of look like Agartha is at war with Sarah, while Sarah is at war with Katiz. I'm not sure who's going to end up getting the better or the worse of that. But it does look like there's very little sitting here on this border, so hopefully Katiz is also still fighting Abyssia. I did see on the Discord there was some kind of battle between them recently, but I think Abyssia got the worst of it. I'll let you know if I found out any more concrete information about the rest of the world though. For now we're just we'll finish off Makoni, grab up all this territory. Hopefully there's more like gem sites in these provinces. He's definitely been searching nature, which is good. And that does remind me actually that one other little change is I'm going to start doing some remote site searching now as well. I'm doing nature, death, astral, and water every turn. We'll try and pick up a few more sites if we can. Cataclysm's still 2 years away, so we're fine on turns. If we wrap up this year and then take these back next year, maybe try and get this back as well. That'll be 5 thrones, which is enough to hold out for the endgame. And if we're really cheeky, maybe we can move through here and get this one. I assume this is Agartha's. We'll have to see how things stand. So we're not in a dominant position, but we're not in a bad one either. Seems could go either way. It depends how badly Agartha and Katiz start getting weakened, I suppose. Anyway, that was turn 57. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next turn.